On the move. Heading to operational area. Arrived.
Heading to operational area.
On the move. On the scene. Listening. I can't do that.
On the...
Got it. Awaiting instructions. Will do. Task complete. Awaiting instructions. Got it. Will do.
Ready.
Task completed. Ready. Task completed. Got it. Understood. Task completed. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Heading to operational area. On the scene.
An emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Ready. Returning.
Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to... Ready. Return... Awaiting... Returning to base.
On the move.
On the move. Heading to operational area.
Arrived at destination. Awaiting instruction.
Ready. Got it. I'm under attack. On the scene. On the move. Heading to operational... Ready.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting...
Listening.
Listening. On the scene. Ready. Unable to comply. Awaiting in crew. Listen. Recalling crew.
Ready. Will do.
Ready.
Ready. Understood.
Awaiting.
Awaiting instruct. Will do.
Task completed.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Task completed.
Ready.
Ready. Got it. Task completed. Heading to the operational area.
Listening. Return. Crew. Returning to base.
Ready.
Awaiting and understood.
On the scene. Task completed. On the move. Task completed. Arrived.
You got it.
Task completed.
Task completed. On the move.
Listening. Returning to base.
Using special skill. On the scene. Arrived at destination. Awaiting
instructions. Will do.
On. Listening. Return. Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Listening. Crew. Returning to base. Task completed.
Using special skill.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to the operational area.
Heading to operational area.
Heading to operational area.
On the move.
On the scene. Listening. Will do.
Ready.
Ready. Task. Will do. On the scene. Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions. Will do. Listening.
Ready. Will do.
Ready.
Listening. Understood.
Awaiting instructions. Crew returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
On the move. Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Return.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
On the scene. Awaiting.
Ready. Will do. Ready.
Ready. Understood. On the move.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base. On the scene. Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting got it. Awaiting crew returning to base. On the move. Task completed. Moving out. Task completed. Arrived at
Listening. Will do. Using special skill. Listening. Returning to base.
Listening.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. Arrived at
On the move.
Awaiting.
Ready. Understood.
Awaiting instruction.
Awaiting got it.
Listening.
Ready. Moving out.
Awaiting it. Understood. Ready.
Task completed.
Recalling crew.
Task completed. Awaiting will do.
Task complete. Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Ready. Crew, return.
Ready. Got it. Listening. Crew, returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Task completed. On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. Dropping.
Using special skill. Ready. Returning to base.
On the scene. Listening.
An emergency has been completed.
Understood. Ready. Awaiting instruction. Will do. Ready.
Awaiting. Got it.
Task completed.
On the move.
Listening. Got it. Task completed.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination. Awaiting instruction.
Listening. Understood. Awaiting. Recalling crew.
Ready. Got it. Ready.
Listening. Will do. Awaiting instruct. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. Task completed.
Listening. Crew. Returning to base. Awaiting. Returning to base.
Ready. Crew, returning to base. Heading to operational area. On the move.
On the move.
Awaiting.
Awaiting. Understood.
Ready.
Ready. Got it. Awaiting instruct. Setting down crew. Dropping off crew.
Awaiting instructions. Got it.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Arrived at destination. Awaiting instructions. Listening.
Listening. Understood.
Ready.
Ready. Will do.
Task completed.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
Task.
Listening.
New orders received.
Crew, return. Returning to base. Task completed. Task completed.
Using special skill. Using special skill. Awaiting returning. Listening. Returning. Ready. Returning to base.
On the move.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening. Entering the... Ready. Will do. Arrived at Heading to operational area. Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Understood.
Awaiting instructions. Entering the danger zone. On the scene. On the scene. Got it. Task completed. Task completed. Ready. Returning. Listening. Returning to base. Entering the danger zone.
Heading to operational area.
Listening. Crew. Returning to base.
Entering the danger zone. On the move. Awaiting it.
Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Listening. On the scene.
Ready. Understood.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Will do. Entering danger zone. Task completed.
Awaiting instructions. Crew, returning to base.
An emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Recalling crew. Recalling crew. Heading to operational area. On the move.
On the move.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Will do.
Listening.
Awaiting instructions. Got it. Under fire. Under fire. On the scene.
On the move. On the scene.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions. Will do. Got it. Awaiting.
Ready. Understood. Heading to the operational area.
Listening. Returning to base. Task completed.
Ready. On the scene.
Ready. Understood. Will do. Got it. Awaiting. Understood. Ready. Task completed. Returning to base. Task completed. Task completed. Task completed.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base. Task completed. Listening. Returning to base.
Ready.
Task completed. Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Heading to the operational area. On the move. Listening. On the scene.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instructions. Recalling.
Ready. Understood.
Ready.
Ready. Will do.
Listening.
Ready. Got it.
Heading to the operational area. Vehicle on the move.
I'm under attack. I'm under attack.
New orders received.
Awaiting and
Ready.
task completed.
Listening.
Listen. Understood.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to... Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Crew, return. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Taking damage. Heading to operational area. On the move. Listening. Understood. Taking damage. Taking damage. Awaiting instruct. Will do.
Heading to operational area.
On the move. Destination confirmed. Moving out. Arrived at destination.
Ready. Understood. Taking damage.
Task completed. Listening. Returning to base. Task.
Listening.
Listening. Got it.
On the move.
Ready. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Crew, returning to base.
Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Task complete. Understood.
Ready.
Awaiting instruction. Understood.
Listening.
Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Awaiting returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base. Listening.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base.
Task completed. Heading to operational area. On the move.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening. Listening.
Heading to the operational area. Iraq, ready. Will do. On the scene. Listening. Understood. On the scene. On the scene.
Ready.
Ready. Got it.
Awaiting and moving out.
Heading to operational area. Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting instruction. Understood.
Ready. Task completed. On the scene. Understood. Listening. Will do. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Listening.
Awaiting instructions. Crew returning to base. Task
Heading to the operational area.
Ready. Returning to awaiting returning to base. On the move.
On the scene.
Listening. Crew, returning to base. Awaiting instruction.
ready. Understood. On the move.
Awaiting instructions.
On the scene. Task completed.
Moving out.
Ready. Vehicle on the move.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Awaiting instruction. Crew, returning to base. Ready.
I can't do that.
Awaiting instructions.
On the scene. On the scene.
Awaiting instructions.
On the move.
Ready.
Awaiting got it.
Awaiting it.
Listening. Understood. Ready.
Awaiting instruction. Got it. Ready.
Arrived at destination.
Returning to base.
Ready. Returning to base. Heading to operational area. On the move. On the scene. Awaiting
Awaiting instructions.
task.
Will do.
Listening.
Listening.
Arrived at destination.
Got it.
Awaiting instructions.
Task completed.
Returning to base. Ready. Crew, returning to base.
Listening. Crew returning to base. Using special skill.
Task completed.
On the move.
Task completed.
Using special skill. On the scene.
Listening. Will do.
Arrived at destination. Listening.
Ready. Understood.
On the scene. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. Listening. Taking damage. Got it. On this. Awaiting instructions. Will do. Ready. Understood. Arrived at destination. Task completed. Returning to base. Listening. Got it.
On the move.
Task completed.
Heading to operational.
Awaiting returning. Ready. Returning to base. On the move. Got it.
On the scene.
On the scene.
On the move.
On the move.
Ready.
Ready. Understood.
Listen.
Listening. Will do. Arrived at destination. Listening.
Listening.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Returning to base.
Awaiting and return. Ready. Crew returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Crew return.
Ready. Will do.
Ready.
Awaiting returning to vehicle.
Listening. Returning to base.
Listening.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Heading to operational area.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening. Ready. Understood. Will do. Awaiting instruction. Got it. Arrived at destination. Listening. Destination confirmed. Ready. On the scene. Vehicle up. Awaiting instructions. Listening. Arrived at moving out. Ready. On the scene. Understood. Arrived at destination. Will do. Task completed. Awaiting. Got it. Listening. Understood. On the scene.
Wind direction change. East.
Task completed.
An emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Awaiting instruct. Returning to base. Ready. Returning. Listening. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Awaiting instructions. Will do. Listening. Got it. Arrived at destination.
Heading to operational area.
On the move.
On the scene.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at the...
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting... Understood. Listening.
Listening. Understood.
Awaiting instructions.
Awaiting
Awaiting instructions. Entering vehicle.
Listening.
Ready. Got it. Ready. Return. Listening. Returning to base. Task completed.
Task completed.
Ready.
Ready. Understood. On the move. Heading to the operational area. On the scene.
Listen. Will do.
Awaiting instructions. Crew, return. Ready.
Ready. Got it.
Task complete.
Listening.
Awaiting... Understood. Listening. Crew, return.
Task completed.
Returning to base. Awaiting and... Returning to base. Task completed. On the move. Ready. Arrived at destination. Awaiting and...
Listening. Will do.
Awaiting and... Will do. Heading to
Awaiting returning to base.
On the scene.
Task completed.
Ready.
Ready. Understood. Task completed.
On the move. Listen. Returning to base. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting crew. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Ready.
Listening. Will do.
Awaiting instructions. Using special skill.
Task completed.
Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.